It's Friday night. I hope you feel like gossiping, 'cause I do. Meet the Duprees. They're the ones that run things behind the gates of their private community. The core four of the family are Father Vernon, his wife Anita, and their two daughters, Nicole and Danny. Let's start with Nicole, or Dr. Nicole to you, whose life seems to be so perfect. She and her husband Ted, who's also a doctor, has 3 children, Martin and Catherine, and also Ted's nephew Andre, whom they've raised. Oh, but then there's Danny, who married Bill, and they had 2 daughters, Naomi and Chelsea. And after 30 years, their daughter Naomi moved her best friend Haley into the house, and she stole her man. And now they're getting married, and Danny's not happy about none of that. But how could she be? Listen, Dupree family, you've got our attention, and we're back again today to get the tea, and I'm here to pour it, because we all want to know what happened today beyond the gates. Friday night, just got paid, party pumping. I don't know the rest of it. Hey y'all, it's happy Friday to y'all. Come on in, come on in, come on in. And hit the button as you do that says that you like the video. You can hit the you don't like a video. I don't care. Just hit something, because it does help the algorithm, okay? Just hit something. It's free. Listen, I know it's Friday, so let me hold $20. No, okay. Well, like I said, you could do something free then and hit the like button. You can do that. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that as of yet. Everything helps out. Every little old thing too. But listen, if you want to hit the Cash App, I ain't gonna be mad at you either. Okay? I ain't gonna be mad at if you want some little gift, little thank you, little we love you over here. I love you. You love me. And then there's also the super stickers and super chats. We're going to find a way to use those in the future when arguments jump off. I just got to figure out how. I don't want to copy somebody else's stuff that they're doing exactly or nothing like that, but it's a good idea. I like it, but I have to figure out how to make something like that my own, because I don't want anybody to feel like I'm taking something that they did, because that wouldn't be fair either. Okay? All right, listen, y'all. Listen. I want y'all to take a little time, and I want you to say hello to the Mod Squad and to Tony Lynn. That would be Miss Belo Didi, Miss KB Mommy, Destiny H, and Cousin Linda. Say hey to them and to Tony Lynn, our official greeter over here. And then y'all know y'all my superstars too. Don't get jealous. I love y'all too down in the comment section. Y'all know y'all my other superstars. You know you is everybody. I love all y'all. Those that listen, those that don't. Those that listen, those that don't comment, but they just listen. Those that listen later and comment, because there's plenty of people who always listen later, and then they go give their comments and stuff over there. And I appreciate them big time. I appreciate all y'all for every little thing. Okay, so every little thing y'all do, I appreciate you. Okay. All right. So let me see who down here typing in these comments. What y'all doing, superstars? Who we see?
Who's that typing in the comments?
Who is that typing in the comments? Well, let me go down here and see, and I'll tell y'all. Gatekeeper roll call. Okay. Hold on. I got part of a halls in my mouth, and I need to chew the thing. Hold on, y'all. Because I know y'all don't want to hear all that smacking and cracking. You think I ain't got no home training, and I do. I'm country, but I got a little home training. Hey, Cousin Linda. Hello, gatekeepers, creepers, peepers, hedge hoppers, and bushwatchers. Hello, Tony Lynn, and to the Mod Squad. Cousin Linda also says hello to all tuning in from the trees. I hope y'all ready because I am. Smash the like button on the way in and tell a friend, tell a gram. We don't care who you tell somebody. Now, Tony always gives us our nice classic reading, help us learn how to act right. Tony, how you doing down there in Canada, honey? You doing all right? All right, I hope so. He says, greetings, salutations, gatekeepers, mod squad, cousin Linda, Miss Jen, hoping you all having a sensational day so far and wishing you all a magnificent weekend to come. Oh, Linda, I didn't get a chance to upload your pictures. Maybe I will during the section when you all come up. Maybe I can upload some pictures while you guys are talking. So we'll see. But my today, okay, I've been in and out the house a couple of times. I've been gone and busy all day. All right, Linda says, tonight's wine is Katie Makud, Mashoud, 2016 Reslin Salute. Girl, you know, I don't know how to say this stuff, old bougie stuff. She drinking some wine. She got a cup of wine. Just say you got some wine. Tony, so glad you're here. It's never the same without you. He says, thanks very much, Linda. The same way for you too. Destiny H says, hello, gatekeepers and mod squad. Wait, well, that's not highlighted. Let me try to bring it down. Now, why are you freezing up? What is going on? Stop it. Oh my God, I don't believe it. Okay, Destiny H says, hello, gatekeepers in my squad. She also says hi to Tony, and Below Didi is down here. Hey, Below. She says, hey, gatekeepers, and Miss Lynn, wait, Tony Lynn, Miss Jen, and the mods. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I told my friend I was going to send her the link for this. Hold on. Because I didn't know one of my very best friend watches the gates. I was like, girl, you got to come over here and gossip with us. But she hadn't seen none of this week's shows. I was like, well, I can't say nothing then. I can't say nothing. But hold on while I send her this link before she be done hurt me and be like, didn't I tell you? Didn't I have told you to send me the link, girl? So we're gonna see if she shows up. Hold on, let me send this thing right fast. Told you to send me the link. Oh girl. Lord, now I ain't gonna tell you to play. Now I just need you to let me grab the share button so I can copy the link and send it on. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I forgot. I told y'all my today has todayed and eight. And I'm not playing. Okay, let me just send it in a text message. I ain't got time for all that chat. Okay, recent. Okay, wait. Here. All right, y'all. Y'all keep talking amongst yourselves now. Hold on. I's coming. All right, that's one. And I'm gonna send it to my friend Dee too, even though she don't watch the show. I've been trying to make her watch the show, but she won't do it because she hard-headed. All right, now back to y'all. So Bilo Didi says, hey, gatekeepers, Tony Lynn, Miss Jen and Mods, and Tony's Linda speaks back. Mr. Raven Maniac one says, hello, gatekeepers. I'm chiming in from the peanut gallery, so I want some popcorn with my tea. Wait, who's sending me something? Child, stop sending me things. My God. Oh, she said, okay, thanks. So I'm going to tell her, tune in now. Tune in now. Wait, hold on. I'm going to tell her to tune in now and type hello so I can say your name. Okay, so he says, hello, gatekeepers. I'm chiming in from the peanut gallery, but I want some popcorn with my tea. I'm sure y'all can make that flavorful. Chat. Let's see who else is down here. Linda said, please remember to be respectful of others and refrain from using buzzwords. Thank you. Y'all know on Friday night, the mods don't play with y'all. And I do not control the mods. I do not. Unless it's something so egregious going on that I got to be like, wait a minute, hold on, time out. But their job is to run the chat, and they run the chat as they see fit. Now, I'm just telling you now. All right. So KB Mommy says, hey, y'all, it's Jim Mod Squads, Tony Lynn, and Gatekeeper family. KB Mommy says, hey there to those buried in the bushes, waiting in the weeds, tuning in from the trees, and even hiding in the hedges. Make sure you smash that like button. Who else? E Daddy's in the house. Hey, E Daddy. Hey, wait a minute, my friend down here. Hold on, hold on. I saw her name pop up. Hold on. So two people with my friend Jaton Harris, fabulous designer, most wonderful person that said, baby, she used to outsell all of us at work. We used to all work in Nostrums. But baby, she had all of the high tone. Gigi, listen, you would have had all of the people who live behind the gate, you know they would have been your customer. Because if they owned a bank or they owned major corporations, they were her customers. And baby, she was ringing stuff up 10,000 at a time. She did not play. She did not play. Okay. But since you commented down here, you and I think Peach Fuzz is new also. Am I right, y'all? I think Peach Fuzz is new to the comments too. Where did I see that name at? Hold on. Let me back up and get that. Peach Fuzz, I don't see your comment. But I know you down there. Okay, but my point is, because both of you have commented, you are now officially gatekeepers, Peach Fuzz and Jaton Harris. Welcome.
Hey ye, hey ye.
Gatekeepers! A decree from the Queen!
Enough. Be seated.
Baby, the queen is cold. She ain't gonna give y'all too much time. She likes all the attention for herself. But welcome down to the comments, you two, and be sure to come back. Let me bag up and see who else is in here right quick so we can get on to the review. Miss Lil Harding is in the house. Hey, Miss Lil, how are you doing? Good to see you. E-Daddy, you was right about that meeting at Bill's office. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Oh, Peach Fuzz says, I'll be new if you want me to. See, that's right now. I remember your name. Okay, and who else is down here? We got Bobby. Wobby's in the house. Ooh, baby, KB Mommy done kicked us off with a nice $10. A whole $10. And girl, you know we got to celebrate. Thank you.
Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me.
Ooh, and Mr. Raven Maniac one that sent us a $4.99. Where I'm going? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm rich. Don't nobody talk to me. Don't nobody talk to me. Sean B is also down in the comments. Hey, Sean B. And Karen J has slid up in here. Hey, girl. Good to see you too. And is that it? Okay. All right. KB, Sean B says, I'm still on the phone and can't tag names, but hey, Chica. Oh, that's so funny you wrote that. My best friend used to say that to me all the time. You about to make me cry. She'd be like, hey, Chica. My best friend passed away. But that made, okay, that was, okay, thank you for that. And Sean B says, hey, Linda. Linda says, dancing with the music while sipping my wine. Well, child, let's get on to the what had happened was today. Hey, Ghana girl. I see you down there. All right, so let's get on to the what had happened today. Let me slide a picture of these pictures, child. I don't know what order they in or none of that. I would never upload pictures the way I did today because it was just too much. Okay. All right, y'all, let's kick it off. At the casino, right? Martin arrives to an empty room and Bill comes in right after him and he thinks he's crazy meeting with Bubba alone. So Bill tries to get him to leave, but Martin won't cut out. He won't get out of the way. He just won't. I want all the details. I want all the details. Because you know he likes to over enunciate. But he wants all the details. And Bill wants him to stick to the plan, but Martin won't leave. Bubba's late. So Bill tries one more time to get Martin to leave and let him handle it. Because Martin, you ain't no gangster now. You can't fight or nothing. I don't know what's wrong with you. Baby, they'd have told me to get out of there. I'd have been gone. I'd have been like, what, I can leave? Okay, bye. I'll let y'all handle it. Now, Leslie, Laura, Sherry, Dana, Anna, Lulu done called for Eva to come down and meet her down to the orphanage, right? And she telling Eva to but first of all, she was sitting there reflecting on her on what she had told Eva to get out of life. Here you go. But anyway, Eva gets there and wants to know, what's up, mama? And she says, Well, it hasn't been easy, you know. Now that I've become the town parasite and everybody's talking about me. Girl, you excuse me, ma'am, but I think they was talking about you because of what you had did, girl. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Did you or did you not? Is this why they talking about you or not, girl? They actually talking about you because of what you had did. Ain't nobody gossiping just to be gossiping. Girl, you had turned the place out. Well, she said, everybody's talking about me and making memes about me. And the truth is, I'm lonely. I was thinking about how things used to be. Mm-hmm. Girl, you thinking about how to use this child again and emotionally manipulate her. Because, ooh, these narcissistic mamas, child. Well, now Chelsea is at Uptown waiting for, and she calls Kat and she's waiting on Dr. Montgomery. And she so far she's a no-show, right? So Kat is at the hospital and she's like, "You want me to go check for her?" Because Kat has officially become a deputy dog. Baby, if there is something to be found out, she wants to find it out. I think you need a career change, girl. I think you should become a detective because you really are talented in this area. You are extra nosy. You are. When no one is called on you to be, you are. And she says, "But I can check on the girl and see why she late and see if she really at work or what." So meanwhile, back at the casino, Martin tells Bill that once Bubba comes, well, Bill told him that once Bubba comes, remember that we are both working on this. And Bill said, "I'm sick of you micromanaging your Duprees. I'm sick of you." No, he said, "I'm sick of you Duprees trying to micromanage me. Leave this to me and go do something noble. Okay, go do some Dupree stuff." So Martin walks out and Joy walks in and asks, "Do you think the kid will behave?" We don't know. Now, Chelsea was still sitting down there waiting. And as she was about to leave, Dr. Montgomery runs in, still in her scrubs. Excuse me. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I'm laughing. But listen, out of all the laughs I done did, that's the first time I actually belched. I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, I know y'all over there laughing. Linda over there rolling. But anyway, Chelsea's still sitting there and she's waiting for Dr. Montgomery and then she runs in and she still got her scrubs on. And she says she had a person get sick in the ER, threw up all over her and messed up her fabulous outfit. She's like, "Oh, I had the perfect shoes, the perfect purse, and all of that." Okay, girl, whatever. She said, "I was fired. You should have seen it." So Dr. Montgomery also mentions that she thinks, after she get through talking fast, she was like, she mentioned something about them moving too fast. I think people had already said that, but now you got a grand flash. Now you've had an epiphany. But okay, girl, because we all had said it, girl. All you had to do was ask one of us, girl. We had already said it, girl. Okay. But anyway, Eva wants her mama to get to the point, mama. And Leslie says, "Well, I've been thinking of all the pain that I've caused you in the drama. And I miss you. Did you miss me? Hmm? I mean, unless now you see me like all these other people do. Do you? Do you see me as a person who's determined to destroy Fairmont Crest's first family?" And Eva said, "I do, mama. I do, mama. We do too, mama." Now, Joy the Thumbs and Bill at the casino sharing drinks and talking over some things, waiting on Bubba. So Joey starts asking Bill about his business. Child, Bill ain't trying to get into bed with you in business just cause Nessa did. Just cause Vanessa did, child. Bill don't want no parts of that. Bill already do enough mess without needing to get into none of yours. He don't need that kind of business. But anyway, Martin has gone to the country. Anyway, Bill turned him down. But Martin has gone to the country club and he sees Bubba working. And he dipping behind stuff and looking, and he's like, "Look at him. because he's late to the meeting to go down there and get his money. Now I'm trying to figure out myself what you doing down here making 10.50 an hour instead of going down there and picking up that 100,000 big that you're supposed to be picking up down at the smooth criminal meetup. So what's really going on here? I guess you just gonna make them wait, huh? I don't need your 100,000. Well, I do. Tell them to send it to me. Now, Dr. Montgomery says that she fears being dumped and that maybe by doing things too fast and not slowing the pace down, they could be headed down that road. And Chelsea feels that only good times and things like that are ahead for them, not bad. But she sees her point of slowing down. So they get all these experiences like great dinners and building more memories. You know, she said, I can see that could happen if we slow down. Because, girl, y'all are moving fast, like y'all on the expressway of love or something. So Dr. Montgomery asks her if her dad knows about them. And she says, no, not yet. I think my dad sees my mom when he sees me, she says. But with Naomi, it's more like they're carbon copy. She's a carbon copy of him. So I think they've got more in common. And when it comes to me, I think he doesn't see me. He doesn't see me. And Dr. Montgomery was like, well, you are very sharp and successful in your own right. And Naomi isn't the only one who got brains, okay? And you are successful, Chelsea. That's why I wish you would sat down somewhere. Because, girl, you do too much. Now, Dana Leslie is playing emotional games with you. With the, did you ever wonder what I was like before I met your father? Did you? I was a lot like you, Eva. I wanted more. I was looking for something in Ted. I thought he was going to be my way out, my salvation. But he wasn't. He just ended up kicking me in my teeth. And Eva tells her she needs to find herself and who she is. Do you even remember how to be my mama? I like the way she said mama. No, mama. Do you even remember how to be my mama? Girl, I don't even think she is your mama. I think she the woman that raised you after she stole you at the hospital from Dr. Nicole. You know, I done told you, I think that Kat is her daughter because they show act alike. Mm-hmm. Well, one thing we do know is this conversation that she having with Eva has zero to do with love, concern, or anything good for Eva. It's 100% about Leslie and her goals, no matter who she got to make collateral damage. Now, I believe I saw at one point Diego and Bubba bump high fives before he left out to go leave after work. I'm like, are they friends? Are they working together? I don't know. Is Diego his brother? I don't know. I don't know. But why they show us that though? So it's got to mean something, right? Now, Madison asks what's going on with Chelsea, and she is there for all of what comes, and she tends to be guarded and run from relationships because they are distractions. And Chelsea said she threw herself into this, and a lot of that, and she's a lot like that too. And she says her dad is a hard man to get to change. And Dr. Montgomery says she wants to hear all of Chelsea's stuff. Girl, you know, we ain't figured out who sent you yet either. Because I don't trust people be out, tell me everything. Why they ain't really telling you too much. Why you want me to talk and you ain't talking? You talk. You talk. Be trying to get all my information first. And even then, I don't trust you. But listen, y'all, listen, Linda. Y'all see the big-eyed girl is back over there at the table. Mrs. Couple lady. She over there looking. And then so Chelsea could feel that Dr. Montgomery was looking at something, and she's like, "What, you know somebody?" And she's like, "I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out, is she a patient? Because she over here eyeballing over at this table." And then Chelsea turns and sees that it's Mrs. Couple. Child, I was like, "Uh-oh." Mrs. Couple is re-entered the chat. So Dana, Leslie Shore, Sherry, Dana, Lulu. I know I forgot one of her names up in there, but y'all know who I'm talking about. All of them done got Eva to play the game of remember when. Baby, don't nobody play this game better than a narcissistic man. There's a whole method to this madness. Baby, you remember when we first met, how happy we were. Now, this is after they've been done some jacked up stuff. Jacked up stuff. How do I get her back over here with her emotions laid bare? And baby, don't nobody do this better than a narcissistic mom. Remember when I used to change your diapers and I was taking care of you and you was learning how to walk? And remember when you used to like that little boy that lived there? Remember how I was over there and kissed your forehead when you fell down? And the whole game is really about manipulating you to remember good things. Just remember the good things. Why don't you? That's what I need you to concentrate on. Not all the mess I done to you, girl, like trying to frame you with a smurder. I don't need you to think about that I got you hiding evidence, girl. I don't need you to be thinking about that I done tried to actually pin this thing on you and pulled you into my foolishness. Neither do I need you to be thinking about whether I'm really your mama or not. Girl, I want you to remember the good times. Remember that? Mm-hmm. The manipulator craves to control. Well, just then, Kat and Jacob are walking in and see them over there holding hands and Eva crying. And is it Eva? Yeah, Eva and that crying. And I know her mom over there thinking, I got you right. Well, won't you, girl? I got you. I know you. So Jacob was like, do you want to leave? She was like, I'm staying right here. I want to see what's going on. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. So she's got a theory that it don't matter. But no, I was saying that Kat, once she has a theory, it doesn't matter if she's right or wrong. Child, I can't stand that. I can't stand when somebody get a theory and got to stick to it. I don't care if they right or wrong. Child, if you're wrong, you're wrong. And Kat, it's going to turn out that you're wrong about some stuff, girl. I just hope that you are going to be woman enough to say that it was wrong and then let's move on. That's how you do that. Child, own it. I thought it didn't. Oh, well. Now, Diego sees Martin and he's like, where you been? You ain't been working out. You want to go work out now? Diego, see, all of a sudden, I wonder who sent you to. How y'all get behind this gate? This is a classic up, tone joint. And I'm still waiting to hear what happened to my application to get into the country club. I ain't forgot. I ain't even forgot. Now, Joey has Randy, whose sidebar. Randy face bother me. I don't know, it just every time I see it, it makes me think it's magically delicious. He just looked like a little leprechaun. And I don't even know if he's short. That ain't the point. He just looked like a leprechaun to me. It bothers me. I don't know. It just bothers me. Am I by myself on this? But I digress. Joey got Randy down to the casino asking if he's ready to do whatever he asks. Child, I ain't ready to do nothing whatever somebody asks. Don't be asking me if I'm ready for you to do whatever you ask, because the answer to that is That's how you get caught up in stuff. That's how you get caught up in stuff. And you ain't gonna get me caught up, sir. No. So y'all remember the answer to that. Anytime somebody asks you, you're gonna do whatever I ask you. No, you not. Kat wants to review the case with Jacob, and he wants her to stay out of it so she don't jeopardize his case. But he has to admit that he does like working with her because just like him, she loves solving crimes. Now, Eva is emotionally open, and she's got her to come on, connect to all them past feelings about her. Come on back to when you cared about me, Eva. Don't think about the evil stuff, girl. Don't think about that. Think about that. So now that she got her right where she wanna, tell me something. How is it working for Ted? Tell me all about it. And Eva tells her, well, surprisingly enough, that one over there has been helping me. She's been helping me. And she's like, really? Well, you better be careful of that. She'll expect a high toll for any so called help given by her. And Eva says, I can predict her moves, Mama. I will be careful. Well, I mean, you know your mama. So if you know how slick your mama is, your mama is slick as henty, girl. Mm-hmm. She is. Now, Chelsea admits that she knows Mrs. Couple. And then she gonna come over there and saunter over to the table, talking about how y'all doing. I know y'all have seen me over there. Can I talk to you for a minute? Can I talk to you? Girl, what? You bold, sister. You bold. You and this very strong jawline are very bold. You are. So Dr. Montgomery was like, hey, y'all can go on and talk. I need to get on back to work anyway. So go ahead on. She played that like, I ain't worried about it. Talk on. So Alicia says, wow, it looks like you got the full package. Talented, beautiful. Is it really yours? Girl, don't come over here trying to put no stuff, no salt in the game. Get out. Now, once Bubba gets to the casino, Bill is there and tells him that he's the fixer. And now they have a mess on their hands, and he needs a civics lesson. This family is a powerful one. In your trashy language, they run the rodeo round here. They run the rodeo round here. And you don't want accidents to happen, do you? There are no limits to what I can do. And you need to leave or suffer the consequences. And Bill told him he got 2 days to get out of town. And Bubba says, or what? You gonna unalive me? And Bill says, no, that's not me. This is the end of my participation right here. And then throws the bag of money on the table and leaves. And Bubba is just ecstatic. Bubba over there like, money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Yeah. I would have been too, Bubba. I would have been too.
I'm a money man. I'm a money mag. I'm a money mag. I'm a money mag. Ching, 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 ching.
That was Bubba's whole attitude once he got that little bag of money, honey. I ain't mad at you, child. I mean, you got 100 large in there. Now, Bill gets on the phone and calls Martin. He's like, where are you? He's like, I'm at the country club. Child, ain't that the place to be when a big deal is going down? Ain't that what y'all do when a big deal go down? Don't y'all run to the country club? Drink, have people bringing you stuff. Maybe you have to get in the sauna. I don't know. Is that what y'all do? When y'all got a big deal going down, do y'all run to the country club? Is that how they do it? The rich. Cat pushes for the info, and he said that he has an expert looking over the footage, and they found a very small scratch on one side of the helmet that could be the very thing that ties Leslie to the fact that this is her helmet that was worn the night that this accident happened. But they're gonna have to wait and see, and you know she don't want to wait and see. Now, where's this picture of these folks at? I'm just going to use this one again. So Mrs. Couple, Mrs. Chelsea, she says, girl, get out of here. But Chelsea ain't biting for it. But Mrs. Couple, who is on my nerves, is trying to say she regrets about marrying her husband and she's scared of him. Now, girl, if you don't get up out of here talking about you scared of somebody, now you scared of this man. Now you need a savior. Girl, call the popo. That's what the popo for. That's what the popo for. Okay. Let me pause right here for Elite CEO. Hold on, let me a second. Let me find this for you. Elite CEO done sent a 19.99 over here. Girl, let me think about this. Let me think. Italy, France. I don't know what to do. Where to go? Girl, I don't know. But thank you.
Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me.
Thank you.
Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me.
I know you
Money
like
is
this.
coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me.
Thank you, child. I appreciate you big time. I do. I do. All right, let me get back up into these pictures so we can finish out this review so y'all can come up here and talk. Because I know y'all want to talk and debate and whatever, because this week was weekend, wasn't it? This week was something else. Well, Leslie said, I've been thinking about how Eva and her, wait a minute, she says, I've been thinking about how I made you my accomplice. And I regret that. It was a crappy thing to do. It was a crappy thing for a mother to do to her daughter. That's because she ain't your daughter. That's why you doing it. Leslie pretty though, ain't she? She is pretty though. We had to give her that. But girl, you know you something else. You is. She says, I regret treating my daughter so crappy. I know you need space, but today it's like we were mother and daughter again, like friends. And then reaches out to hold her hand like it meant something to her when you know it didn't. Just manipulating people. And then when she looks over at Kat was, well, do I have this picture? Hold on. I hope I have this picture because I took the time. See if it's in the wrong place. Hold on, you guys. Nope. Oh, wait. Let me go down here. Is it down here? Okay, nope. I don't have it. But anyway, Kat looked over at them and said, you are cooked. And Leslie turned around and said, what she mean by that? Girl, you keep on messing with Leslie, your mama, your real mama, girl. Because I don't know which one of y'all will win in a cat fight. I don't. I really don't. Because y'all just alike in your own way, girl. Mm-hmm. She's like, what she mean by that? You know, Kat, you just too eager, girl. Your old big mouth self. You just too doggone eager. You need a Hirsch. Now, Kat is asking Jacob if he can rush up the results of the test that they waiting on, them forensics tests. And he's like, no, you got to wait. Just like Tomas had told you, girl, you got to wait. You too doggone eager. Too doggone eager. Okay. He's like, no, you got to wait. Then we'll find out. And just then, Leslie, I hope I got that picture now because I liked that picture. I was like, baby, she was marching up out of there like her name was Naomi's Campbell. I know I uploaded that picture, so where is it? That's crazy. That's craziness. Okay, I don't see it. But anyway, as Leslie and Eva was walking out, baby, Leslie marched out of there like she was Naomi Campbell. You better work. Work it, girl. Work it, girl. That's how she walked out of there, looking at them, walking all slow. Because y'all know Leslie ain't never scared. She ain't never nervous. Never. Mm-mm. Chelsea asks the woman, "What would you want my help or something?" She was like, "No, I don't. But I I would like to pick up where we left off." And then Dr. Montgomery came back and then was looking like, "Why they still up in here talking and drinking and carrying on?" Girl, we don't know. But we leaned in. We are leaned in. Now Martin meets Bill with his big old fine self at the country club. And over the top, Martin gonna ask him out loud and in public, "What happened? Did you make the payoff?" Boy, these ain't see you need to leave crime to the people that know about some crime, because you don't be in public making statements like that. Then somebody then here I got to come in court. And they said, "What did you hear?" And I'm like, "Well, all I know is that I had seen Martin sitting over at the table. Then he just jumped up and kind of hollered, 'Did you make the payoff?'" That's all I heard him say, Your Honor. Especially if Anastasia come back up in there and heard it. What that woman named Anastasia? Baby, if Anastasia come in there and heard it, it's gonna be over. Because you know Anastasia likes to gossip. She did. Now Bill tells him that he don't need to know no more than what he knows. Okay? But Bougie wants to know. And Bill said, "Bus boy Bubba won't be bothering you again. That's all you need to know." And he right, that's all you need to know. Now, magically delicious Randy over there pulling a pow on Bubba. Because Bubba was in there counting his money and being all happy sitting at the poker table. And then he walked in there, he said, "Hold it right there." He said, "Keep it right there, keep it right there, there. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. What are you gonna do? It's all right." He told him, "Keep it right there. Keep it right there." But ooh, y'all, next week's clips. Well, first of all, because these we ain't got no questions. You know, the questions is this, child. The questions is this. You know, we always on Friday use next week's clips for the questions. So baby. Next week, Kat and Eva gonna have it out up in this office. But Eva, I'm here to tell you, Kat gonna get the last laugh because Kat is evil like a real mom. So whatever she got to do to pin it on you, she gonna pin it on you, just like her mammy, just like her mammy. Watch and see what I tell you. You gonna find out to leave Eva. You gonna find out to leave Cat alone. You gonna find out to leave Cat alone. That's what you gonna find out. I'm having a private laugh about something else. Y'all so doggone eager. Okay, now the other thing is Smitty has found a connection to Marcel Malone and Vernon. Child, why you in the police station talking about this out loud? You and Martin share that in common. Both of y'all don't know when to shut your mouth out in public. You could have called somebody on the phone and said that. You could have had them come over to the house, but no, you in the middle of the police station talking about police business. Okay, but go ahead on. Play on, player. Play on. We gonna be get you replaced on the show. You and this 1950 shirt gonna be missing. You and your bowling shirt gonna be missing, sir. Also, Danny walks in on Andre and Ashley in there with their fingers all interlocked. She got on a low cut dress. You wasn't even dressed like that for Derek. You wasn't even dressed like that for Derek, sis. Huh? Andre, when you just talking about how committed you was, I'm not looking to hurt Danny. I ain't trying to hurt Danny. I want Danny. I want that. Baby Danny walked up in there and slammed her stuff down on that counter. She was like, "Ugh." But Danny, at the same time, you said you didn't want him. See, neither one of y'all wanted each other, so I ain't got no sympathy for none of this, child. But we all leaned in. But most importantly, didn't I tell y'all that Haley and this girl right here was gonna hook up? And look how happy Leslie is. Which name does she know her as? Huh? She said, oh. She said, "So friend, how are we gonna help each other?" And let it be noted that Haley is wearing her signature leopard print, the very thing she was wearing when she got slapped at the beginning of the very first episode. Girl, is leopard like you having on your fighting attire, girl? Is that what that means? But we got to wait to see, because baby, I want to know what y'all doing meeting up. What that mean? Yes, Danny was hotter than fish grease at a fish fry. Below, you right about that, baby. All right, y'all. I ain't about to waste no time because I know y'all waiting to get up here and talk about all that happened this week. I done wrote down. Let me find my paper. Which one is it? This one. Okay. I've written down the stuff that I don't want to forget for us to cover. And once I open it up, I'm going to play something that KB sent me to play for you guys that we talked about. So I played it for you guys. So let me get down here and officially, where's my thing at? Open up the lines for you guys. I'm about to drop the link. So y'all ready to gossip? Are y'all ready to gossip? Huh? Y'all ready? I ain't seen nobody say they ready. Y'all ready? Is you ready? You want it? You don't? You want to talk? Y'all coming in? What y'all doing? Yes, no, maybe. What y'all doing? Do you want it? 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 Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Linda says she ready. All right, the lines are officially open. Here comes the link. The lines are now open, and you know you want to gossip, so
share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Tell me, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Hey,
come on up here. You know you want to gossip.
That's why you my best friend.
That's why y'all are my best friend, honey. That's why y'all my best friend, honey. All right, first things first. Let me take this picture down. Hold on. Let me go to the media and take that down. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So the first thing I want to do is send something that I was supposed to play the other day and forgot. But the question had been asked whether or not if Bill in any interviews had given any clue to his and Danny's relationship and the future of it. So here's a sound bite. This comes from Michael Fairman's channel, who did an interview with them. So, please go over and check out his channel and his interviews and all of that. Seems like it's a really good page. And I just want to give credit where credit is due. I do not claim to own his content. This is his content, not mine. And we're only using it for, what do we say? For which purposes? For entertainment purposes or for clarification purposes, but it ain't mine, okay? And I do claim the fair use of 1976. Not 77, but 76. All right, so I'm going to play this for you. This is what Bill had to say in this interview.
Do you think? I think he still loves her, Bill.
Yeah.
He loves Danny, right?
Yeah,
Don't listen to this, Marquita.
Yeah, Bill definitely he still hasn't gotten Danny out of his system fully, which is part of the boiling point that you see when they're together. It's it's like there hasn't been a severance. There's still a connection. If there wasn't a connection, there wouldn't be all of this, the vitriol, all the venom and the vigor and all the anger and the bitterness. They both have not let each other go. And Bill being the I want to be in charge and I don't want to be vulnerable guy, I think he's having the hardest time because Danny has already expressed how she feels, but Bill he's this vault, this safe. He wants to protect his feelings at all times, and it's becoming a challenge for him. It's just she's still in the system.
Do you think we'd see a scene where he'll break? Like we'll see a more we won't see this veneer. It'll come apart a minute and we'll see him being like vulnerable.
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe. I think so.
Okay. So that's what Bill, that's what Timon had to say about it, that he does not feel that Danny is out of Bill's system, and that there probably will be something in future that will happen. So that was interesting, especially since what happened this week has happened. So I'm going to start bringing you guys up and let everybody. Wait, not Miss Jen putting the screenshot of Danny. Oh yeah, I put the screenshot of Danny in there because I asked y'all yesterday why he had that kind of picture in his phone of Danny. I wish I would catch my man with one of his ex's pictures in there with she all looking all extra extra. You better find a regular smegular picture, sir. That look like the same picture he had in there when they was married. That would have looked like to me. That would have looked like to me. All right, y'all. So here's the thing about tonight, right? Have your say. Don't take nothing personal. The show is not real. We're only talking about our theories and what we think about things. And I ain't coming down to save nobody down in the comment section. Okay? Tonight, let me tell you what my position is tonight now. This is my position tonight and every Friday night from here on. This is me. This is me.
Comeu ela! Ele comeu você! Comeu! Você não tá comendo verdade, não. Eu tô falando a verdade. Você tá falando a verdade, não? Eu tô falando a verdade. Tá falando a verdade, não? Eu tô. Porque eu não te comi você. Mas ficou. Você sabe muito bem que eu não te comi você. Ficou e comeu. Porque só desgraça. Mas você tava querendo ficar comigo lá e querendo dar pra mim. Olha, desgraça, eu não te comi você.
Okay, welcome to the stage, Real Talk. Welcome to the stage, Linda. Welcome to the stage, Lynn Harden, and welcome to the stage, E Daddy. How you guys doing tonight?
Great.
Good.
Awesome.
Okay. Wait, hold on for a second. Let me move I forgot I have to plug in my earpiece to my computer to hear you guys. Okay. Now, everybody's doing good?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So what did you, so since we started with that clip because I had things written down to cover like that happened all this week. So what did you guys think of Bill and Danny's conversation that they have? What did you make of that? Now we could talk about just the conversation with Bill and Danny. We have other things that we'll cover, but the conversation between Bill and Danny, what did you guys make of that?
The initial conversation where he apologized for his actions,
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was a lot of sincerity in it.
Mm-hmm.
But because he still has feelings for Danny, we found out later that he didn't want anybody else to know. So that's why he reacted the way he did in another situation. But the boy still got feelings for her.
Okay. Now, E Daddy, I'm interested to know, what did you hear Bill say in that conversation with Danny?
That was when she was in they were in Danny's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
It seems like Bill wanted to have closure with Danny because they haven't had the closure that they needed since the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. And did you feel that he was blaming her, taking the blame himself? Like, how did you hear that conversation?
I think he was taking the blame for himself.
Okay.
Because he just went into his marriage and gave Danielle no warning.
Okay. All right. Real talk. What did you think about the conversation with Bill and Danny, and what did you make of it?
Well, as much as I don't want them to be together, I will admit the scenes itself were nice. It was nice to see them, kind of be civil and talk to each other as humans.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was really nice. And I felt like it was a conversation that needed to happen. Because I don't think Bill ever expressed to Danny why he really left. And to me, in the conversation, he still didn't completely tell her.
Oh, you don't think so?
Yeah. I mean, he told her like little bits and pieces, but I don't think he 100% said what exactly happened or why he left.
Okay, so how did
So
you hear that conversation? How did you hear it? Do you think that he was taking responsibility for what happened, or do you feel like he was blaming Danny for what happened?
no, like I think he was taking responsibility. I think he was being sincere and genuine,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, he was also letting her know what was really the reason behind him leaving. Because remember, he said a lot of things. He said, I felt trapped.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like, I was just something for you to carry around, like one of your Birkin bags. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like he didn't feel very loved and very appreciated. And I think that was also part of the problem as well. And then, too, the showdown this week with him and Vernon, that whole showdown was very telling because a lot of people are still questioning why he left Danny. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, y'all are seeing it play out before your very eyes.
Now, I didn't hear him say that. I didn't. Now, I didn't hear it that way. That he said that Danny was that he gave her any blame for what happened, or that she was treating him like a Birkin bag, or any of that. I didn't hear it that way. But I think that what he was explaining or what he was describing was going through a midlife crisis. And when you're going through a midlife crisis, you do feel trapped. It's not because of somebody else. In a midlife crisis, you just feel what you feel because you're going through a crisis. You would feel that with no matter who you were with. So, I mean, I didn't hear him say that, but I could go back and re-listen to it again.
If I can interject, Bill did tell Danny that he did not blame her. She did
Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong. He took
Mm-hmm.
full responsibility.
I think
Okay.
it was more about the family, the Dupree family in general, is what caused Bill to leave. Because, like I said, he didn't just want out of the marriage, he wanted out of the family.
Now, if he wants out of the
And the
family, why do
only
you think
and the
he still
only
wants
way
to
and the
be in the
only
family?
way the only way to get out of the family was to leave Danny. I mean, look at how Vernon spoke to him this week.
Oh, so you think that
Vernon,
Bill doesn't want to be connected to the Duprees anymore, even though it looks like he's working overtime to still be connected to the Duprees.
Vernon, look at how Vernon spoke to Bill this week. He spoke to Bill the same way Danny speaks to him, telling him, "Oh, I'm responsible for your success, and you wouldn't have this and you wouldn't have that if it wasn't for me." Who would
But
want to be with somebody like that?
that happens to be the truth, though.
Yes, even if it's the truth, but why must you bring it up every time and rub it in your face? That's the thing.
I think they both talk rough to each other. If you think about when the show started, right? The show started with Bill showing up to their door, strong arming them and threatening them with what he knows if they didn't attend his wedding. Is that right or wrong?
That's right.
Yes, it is.
So
Yeah.
I think they both share that kind of personality with each other. But I still think that they see Bill as family, if you want to know the truth, because Bill still treats them like family. When they need him, he's right there, not because he gotta be, it's because he want to be.
That's right.
But at the same time, too, Vernon is talking down to Bill, but at the same time, he wants him to help cover up what Martin did yet again.
But Bill is the person who kicked that off, is my point.
No, Martin is who kicked that off. Martin did
No,
what
I
was
mean,
wrong.
in the very beginning, Bill showed up to their door, reminding them of all he had done for them
I
and
mean,
what
it's
they
true.
wouldn't be without
He
him.
covered up an entire murder for Martin, and for what?
I'm saying it's the same thing in reverse, though. Real talk. It's the same thing as saying, without me, y'all wouldn't be what you are today. Without me, y'all would be all locked up and whatever and blah blah blah. And that being the case, y'all need to attend my wedding, a wedding that family shouldn't have been at.
That's
But he made them attend. So I'm saying Vernon is a bad dude, and Bill is a bad dude too. Bill is not to be played with.
right. No.
We saw
You
that.
all want to talk for a second. Hold on for a minute.
I mean, Timon has said it so many times in interviews that, Bill is not the bad guy here. He's not the villain. Timon has said it quite often, and he said, is Bill an opportunist? Yes. But is he a bad guy? No, not necessarily. And he said he has a lot of pent-up anger and resentments, and he doesn't really know how to express it. Because remember, Danny doesn't really know everything about what Bill has done for her family. She doesn't know everything. She is
She
in the
might.
dark.
She might. They were
She
married though.
doesn't know everything because remember when she confronted him about covering up Ted's affair with Leslie,
Ted's
she
affair.
asked him,
Oh, no, he
well,
wouldn't
what
have known
else
that.
have you covered up for my family? What other skeletons are there in the closet waiting to
Oh, you mean Dr.
destroy
Nicole?
all our lives? And the look Bill gave her, he looked at her like, girl, you don't want to know what I did.
Okay, so you heard it a little differently when they sat down and talked, but I really heard Bill take full responsibility and explain to Danny. Really, what I thought he was doing was letting her off the hook emotionally because he knows that she's been scrambling, trying to figure out what did she do wrong to lose her marriage because she really didn't know. But Bill came and told her, "You didn't do anything. I was going through a midlife crisis, and I'm sorry for the way that I
That's not
did
what
it."
he said. That's not what he said. He didn't say he was going through a midlife crisis.
He was explaining that he went through a midlife crisis.
That's not what he said.
That's what a midlife. He may not have used these exact words, but that's what a midlife crisis is. That's
I
why he
mean,
said it had
he
nothing to do with
apologized to Danny and he made it clear at the same time, I'm not coming back.
it. Okay, Leo, what do you think? What did you hear, and what did you think about the conversation that Bill and Danny had?
Well, first, I'd like to say I really believe, even though some of us may see Bill as a man that does not show that he has a conscience, I really believe that stroke started him to think. And then when he lay in his bed and Danny walked in and told him to get it together, he remembered the strength that they had together and how she felt because he thanked her for coming in and letting him know. She didn't come in with any drama. She didn't start any problems with his wife. She just told him what he needed to do. Now, getting back to the conversation, I truly believe that Bill was trying to say to Danny, I take full responsibility. It was my doing, not your doing.
Mm-hmm.
But he also said on the end, I am not going to leave Haley. I love
Right.
Haley, but I really believe that he knows now he messed up. And a
Yeah.
lot of men know that
Mm-hmm.
they mess up, but
Mm-hmm.
they know it's no good. My ex-husband told me I was the best thing that ever happened to him. When I'm bragging
Mm-hmm.
about what a person I was and all of that, and he said that, well, I've lived with Lil, and she lives the life that she proclaims. Now I'm all of that. That looks foolish.
You know how many men done divorced a wife that they loved or they really had respect for, and then turn around and in the end leave or something, or leave
Oh
everything
yeah.
to her. That happens all the time.
So yeah, I definitely think that Bill took responsibility. I definitely think if you really want to go deeper, Bill has been evaluating the situation since he got ill, and he knows the difference between a doll that might have been glued and pasted together. Not saying that Haley is not an attractive woman without her makeup. She probably is with all the beautiful shape and all of that. And we don't know if that's real. That's none of my business. But
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing to have someone on your arms that looks like that. It is
Mm-hmm.
another thing that knows you've got a real woman that knows you. She knows your soul. She knows what you're thinking. She can answer your questions. And what happens to you when you've got like almost 40 years between you and your wife, how do you expect for her to generationally understand you?
Mm-hmm. Destiny H makes a good point. If Bill was truly done with the Dupree family, he'd leave Fairmont completely and drop their cases.
And he
And Bill
wouldn't have bought a
is
house
just as
there.
dirty as everybody. Right. There's a reason why you want it. Bobby Wobby says, I think the Vernon talk the thing is Vernon talk about how powerful he is going to help him going to him for help still. But because he's not that kind of, listen, it takes a conglomerate to move as one, okay? They all have to move as one. You do this, you do that, I do this, you do you know. But Bill don't want to be no part of that. And Terry Lynn says, oh, that's right, he did say that, Terry Anthony. He did say he didn't intend to leave Danny. He had no intentions on leaving Danny, he said.
Oh my God.
He did say that.
Yeah, but that's strange though. How you gonna have an affair with somebody living with your daughter in your house and not get caught and not wanting to leave your wife?
Sometimes, some
Do a
folk
lot
don't be
of
thinking
stupid
ahead.
things, honey.
They don't be thinking ahead.
I don't even know
All
what
right.
they're doing.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all, let's move to this part. Haley's pregnancy. Is she pregnant? Is she not pregnant? What you all think is going on with that?
Ain't no baby. There ain't no baby.
Mm. Mm.
I agree. After I saw Wednesday's episode, I saw the doctors finding out that Haley refused to take an ultrasound. I think she's hiding something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Haley is probably allying with Leslie, because I realize that the two that they have in common is that they're pariahs and they're trying to hide their dirt. So it makes sense for them to work together, if they're going to work together, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing, why did she lie to her husband? She did not have a sonogram. And
That
where is this sonogram this picture that's going to be emailed to her? Where is she getting this picture from? Whose baby is this? And
She already had a
secondly,
picture.
oh gosh.
Remember, she already had it. She showed him a sonogram picture.
I
Oh,
think
so
it's
she must
out
have
in the
Googled, she probably Googled something then.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
think
I
it's going to
didn't.
come out in the sweeps. I sent you something this evening because you'll find
Oh,
Gary
okay, I had to see it.
Messenger
I
about
just thought it was, even if there is a baby, like let's say that there is a baby, I cannot figure out why she would make up this whole thing that she had a test and I was crying while I was watching it and made me think about all of that was a lie. Why are
And
you lying to Bill like that?
she even said the baby was the size of an apricot. She heard, how can you
Yeah.
hear? She heard the heartbeat. Well, if it's 8 weeks, I guess she could hear the heartbeat. But none of that that's just too strange. And then poor Bill, I felt sorry for him. He came out there pushing her and talking about the sonogram. The baby is just fine. And I really felt sad for him. Men can do some dirty things, but when you're being taken to the cleaners like that, it's just sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just couldn't figure out that whole lie. I could have better dealt with the fact that she was lying about being pregnant, but that she built this whole story of something that happened while she was there at the hospital and that didn't happen. I was just like, oh wait, what was that about? And who was that doctor? Do y'all think? Look, I gotta ask E Daddy this. E Daddy,
Yes.
who is the doctor? What you think about that doctor?
That wouldn't know.
You mean I was taking care of Haley?
Yeah.
Never seen her. I never seen her before in the entire show.
You think she real?
A fake, a phony.
Who knows? I mean, Leslie had to fake being a nurse to administer potassium alarm. So in these soaps, anything can happen.
Mm.
But is she a faking doctor? Is she a board certified doctor?
I don't know.
But you
I
told
think
me.
that there's something suspicious about her.
I
Remember
thought it
you
was
said
suspicious the way they kept looking at each other.
the old-fashioned hairstyle. Remember you talked about that,
Mm-hmm.
and how she was dressed, and like the old-time doctors used to be dressed.
Like a school.
Yeah, it came off church lady, not doctor.
That's right. Now that's church
You
lady.
can't even
You're
get your stethoscope around your neck with all that big necklace she had on.
And a bun on the back of her neck.
I couldn't
Yeah,
understand.
the bun on the back of her head.
All right, so let's move to this one. Nicole's attitude toward Danny. Is it justified?
Nicole's
I
attitude
understand her feelings.
Yeah, toward Danny and Andre. Her attitude toward Danny and Andre. Is that justified?
Danny. Oh.
While I can understand why Nicole feels the way she does, needs to remember that both Danny and Andre are grown people. They are not genetically linked in any way, and she needs to mind her business because what she's actually doing is projecting her feelings about her relationship with Ted onto others. That's the key right there. She's mad at everybody, but she's mad at Ted.
I tend to agree that it's not healthy, it's not ideal. But again, they both are over 21 years old. So at this point, we have to step back and let them make their own choices.
Yeah, you don't have Mike. that ain't something I could never, ever, never, ever, 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 ever do, right?
Oh God.
But that's they grown business. They ain't breaking no laws. They ain't break. I mean, it's tacky to me. It's just tacky.
Yes.
But I can't judge you making a decision to be tacky. No more than I could somebody's tacky wig or somebody's tacky attitude, somebody's tacky outfit. Girl, that's your outfit. Go on, girl. Go ahead, get down.
We can't say it's incest, as Danny pointed out, because they don't have DNA. But it's, as you said, Miss Jen, it's tacky. It doesn't look healthy at all. But again, we have to give them permission to live their lives as we live ours. But we don't have to feel like it's a healthy thing. From my point of view, it's not socially, emotionally, nor spiritually healthy.
Mm-hmm. And real talk had dropped down. I forgot to ask her. She was supposed to tell us tonight what her theory was on Haley's pregnancy. I think she had told Bobby Wobbie. Was it Bobby Wobbie? She was supposed to tell what her theory was around this pregnancy.
Was Bobby Wobbie, and I'm reading the comments right now, and I'm not happy.
You haven't seen? Well, I'm not. I mean, I see the comments, but I told you I'm not getting in the comments. Okay.
Well, I need to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord,
all right.
No, okay.
So,
no, it's not like that, Lil. It's called being grown up.
Oh, okay.
That's
All
what
right. So, when it comes to Nicole's attitude toward Danny and Andre, Daddy, what did you think about that? You think she got a right to be upset with them?
Well, yes and no, but I agree with Linda. She's angry at Danny because she's upset about how Ted betrayed her.
Mm-hmm.
And
so now Danny's paying for prices for something that she didn't even do.
Okay, so I got a question. Hold on one second, you guys. Hold on one question. So it looks like there is a conversation going on between Elite CEO and Real Talk. Do you all want me to bring the both of you up so you can talk, not argue, but talk?
I do.
Well, I'm saying it's not for no trying to come at nobody, but I mean, do you all want the opportunity to talk as opposed to typing all this stuff? Because typing can be exhausting.
Oh, it can.
So let me know. I'm gonna drop the link if the both of y'all want to come up and you can just have a conversation about it. Hold on, because we're grown over here. We can have a conversation about stuff. It's not personal. We challenging the argument, not the person. Okay, so let me go back to what we were talking about. Okay, now what do y'all think about Ted's speech to Nicole when he went in there and told her, now I'm gonna tell you something, child. Now I'd have been through being mad. when he got through reading me like that, and then he said, "Well, come down off your perch, princess, and then you come down here." And I'd have been like, you know what? All right, then. Listen, I say this. I tell this story a lot to my friends. Well, not a lot, but I've told this story over the years that my ex-husband and I had one legitimate argument. Okay. I had done something he had told me not to do, and it was very simple, right? But I kept forgetting to just tell him what I needed to tell. Like I would just forget to tell him, right? And he kept warning me, you do it again, just don't do it no more. I was like, all right. And I really meant that, but I just kept forgetting, right? So when he came home and had made a grand decision, baby, I went off. I was hollering so till I fell back on the bed till I was just exhausted from going off. And then I was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. You completely right. I was wrong because I was wrong. But sometimes if a man could come and break it down to you like Ted broke it down, child, I'm through being mad. I don't want to be mad no more.
Because I wouldn't be mad. I was like, lock the door and there's a sofa in the corner. Let's go over there and talk.
If he buttoned up that jacket, I'd have been like, hold on, Jim Shoe.
I was glad to see this Ted. He's he is there, but he just doesn't fit the role in my mind. I have a hard time seeing him as the big slice of chocolate cake Ted.
Mm-hmm.
So
Elite CEO, hold on 1 second. Elite CEO, if you want to come up and just speak your piece, you can. So just hit the link. You can come up. Our cameras are off. Don't worry about that. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And also,
but I really felt like that particular night. I said, my goodness, we got some testosterone. He finally showed that he has some testosterone. He spoke with confidence. He spoke to let her know not one person on earth is perfect, but I made a mistake. And princess, while you're perched on your throne, oh, I just loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Nicole. Nicole is my person, but I see what is happening to her. All of this anger she's holding in because he actually, I think, went in to tell her their son Martin was in trouble. But before he could get it out, yeah, I know. I already heard the family always keeping things from me. She didn't let him speak to get it out, and he let her know she was not perfect either. And even though I understand that was a hurtful thing that happened to her, but by the same token, you're letting all of your anger come out on people really who are not responsible for that. You're going to have to decide one way or the other to grieve the marriage and let it go. Or you're going to have to learn to build trust, which will take a long, long time, and decide if it's worth. Look at it and see if it's worth saving.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Real Talk, I see you backstage, Elite CEO. Real Talk has come up, so when you hit the thing, everybody else will mute down and we'll let the two ladies talk, and we can see what's going on. Now, you're not going to be disrespectful because we're not going to use no bad words. We're not going to be yelling and screaming. It's a conversation. It's a conversation. So what I'll do is that I'll bring Real Talk up first, and Real Talk, remember, it's just a conversation. So if you want to voice your thoughts, you can. And then CEO, the link is there if you want to come up and voice yours. So, all right, Real Talk. So what's going on down in the chat, you guys?
No, well, what's happening is people are actually coming at me for liking Bill and Haley. Like, I'm not supposed to like them. Like, I'm supposed to be like everyone else and hate them.
Who do you think hates them? I don't. Who do you think hates Bill and Haley? What is the Bill and Haley? Who do you think hates Bill and Haley?
Like, literally everybody hates them. So, like, I think it's coming across like I'm obligated to hate them.
There's only 5 of us up here, so let me I can only ask the 5, and then those of you who are down in the chat can answer this question. So, which of you all hate Bill and Haley or just don't like Bill and Haley? I mean, I don't dislike Bill and Haley.
I don't dislike them either. There's redeeming qualities in characters.
I do not dislike them at all. I mean, I don't agree that I would like them coupled under the circumstances, but individually, I don't dislike them. As a matter of fact, I found in Bill, I've really grown to get to really like Bill, and that's a shame to say it, but Bill gets things done.
Mm-hmm. And I really don't think that anybody expects you to have to like the next person. Maybe because what I'm looking at in the comments, and I don't want to speak for nobody else, but I think that maybe what they're expressing is that they feel like maybe you don't.
What's going on?
You're biased. Like I think they think you're just completely biased on your side, but you can be biased on your side. If you just don't care for folks, you don't ride for them. You know what I'm saying?
It's gone. It's gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, Evans. It's gone.
Yeah, but you're feeling like you're being attacked. Real talk. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to mute up the rest of you guys. Hold on. Okay, real talk.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're feeling like they're attacking you for your views?
Yes, I am. Like, I'm being attacked. It's almost like I'm being forced to like the Duprees or to see their side of things.
Okay. Well, see, here's one thing I do think. I think that you maybe shouldn't say that everybody hates Danny and Bill, because that's not true. Nobody hate. I don't know who hates Danny and Bill.
No, I meant Bill and Haley. That's what I meant to say.
I'm sorry, Bill and Haley. So I don't know who hates Bill and Haley. Now, people not liking what they did or how they got together, but I still like these characters because, I think Bill is fine. I'm going to voice that every day that I put his picture up, okay?
Same.
But at the same time, Bill is a piece of work. I mean, Bill did just get up and leave his wife because he was going through a midlife crisis and felt like, I'm out. I'm going to go get me something else and start again.
That's what happened.
That's what he said.
That's not what happened.
But that's what he said.
There was more to it. There was more to it.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's not what happened in your opinion, but in my opinion, what I heard the man say, because so what did you think about Danny in the end saying how she was happy that Bill came and said this to her because she had been blaming herself, and he said she didn't need to blame herself?
No, of course not. I don't think anything was Danny's fault. I think it was the fault of the family.
He didn't mention the family when he was
but
there talking to her.
It was the family, but obviously Bill won't tell her that.
Why would he be afraid to tell her that? Bill ain't shy.
I mean, he didn't want to tell her that because, like I said, there are a lot of things that went on behind the scenes that Danny doesn't know. I mean, as we could see the situation with Martin, none of the women in the family know what took place. It's only the men. So when it comes out, everybody everybody's head is gonna explode.
Wait, when what comes out?
When Martin's whole situation gets revealed.
He's one of the architects of the situation.
So, because remember what Bill told Danny, when we were married, your family was my family, and yes, I did certain things for them when they did their stuff. I did certain things for them. I cleaned up certain things, and
so you think Bill is a victim?
I did certain things that he wanted. I mean, remember what Bill told her? It was made clear to him from day one in the marriage what was expected of him.
I'm saying, so you see Bill's character as a victim. He's been victimized by this family.
Yeah, he has. I think so. I think he has.
Okay, but do you think Bill is a bad guy?
No,
like,
I don't think he is.
But do you think he's like, when I say bad guy, I mean shady character. I mean,
no, I don't think he is. I think Vernon is actually more shady than Bill, to be honest.
You think Vernon is more shady than Bill?
Yeah, because I mean, we don't know the extent.
Bill is shady, though. I'm asking you, without having to compare him to somebody else, is Bill shady?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think Bill is unscrupulous?
No, I don't think so. I mean,
so you think everything he's done has just been because the Duprees have made him do it?
Well, yeah, I mean that's what his job was. That was his role in the family.
Did they make him sleep with the girl that moved into his house?
No, that had nothing to do with them.
Did they make him disrespect his daughter by getting with her best friend?
That had nothing to do with them. That was Bill. Okay, I never said that had to do with them. That's not what I said. I never said that had to do with them. In terms of things that we cover up and everything.
Did they have anything to do with him coming over and making the family attend his wedding?
I said everything before was on them. Everything after that had to do with Bill. I mean, Bill made his own decision to leave his marriage.
Now listen, girl, while you up here, we have been waiting to hear what your theory was about this baby. So what's your theory about this baby, about this pregnancy?
Oh, well, I was honestly thinking this is actually a whole setup in some way. Because
who's setting who up?
Because I think Kenny coming back is not random.
Wait, say that again.
Kenny coming back wasn't random. The guy who's Martin.
Carlton? Wait, who is Kenny?
The guy with Martin.
Bubba.
Bubba. Oh, I didn't know he had a real name. I never heard his name.
Yeah,
okay.
The white guy. Yeah. I don't think him coming back is random.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does that play into her pregnancy?
I think someone brought him back. I think Bill is probably behind Kenny coming back.
You think Bill brought him back? But what does this have to do with her pretending to be pregnant?
Like, I think like this is a whole because look at what Bill is doing. Like, Haley isn't having the ultrasounds done and he's just going along with it. Like, no expectant father would be okay with that. So it has me wondering, like, if this is a whole setup by them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe they're just using her being pregnant as a distraction.
Bill and Haley are using it as a. So you think
as a
Bill knows she's not
distraction.
pregnant?
Yeah,
So you
both of
think
them
Bill
know,
knows
because
she's not pregnant?
yeah, this is like a whole act. At least to me, that's what I'm thinking.
No, now I'm
Like,
gonna have
this
to
is
tell you. Now listen, now this is in love, now, girl. This in love now. But I think you're going a long way to be right.
Oh, I am.
I'm serious. I think you can take it a long way around to be right now. That girl done faked that pregnancy. I mean, she done said she had a test that she didn't.
Because look, Bill is just going along with everything. Like, it's a
Bill
little
believes
suspect.
her. Bill believes her.
Like, something, like, I think this is I think Haley is in on the whole thing.
Okay,
Like,
now
something.
here's my other question. If it turns out that the baby is fake, if it turns out that she really was lying, what will say you then? And that Bill didn't know.
I mean, well, I honestly don't know what I would say. I mean, I don't understand what was the point of going through all of this.
What do you
Like,
mean?
I really don't get. I mean, lying about the pregnancy and all of that. Like, I really don't understand what was the
Theory.
point of all of it.
I got a theory on that. I think she's a liar. I think she's a manipulator. And I think that Haley is not who we have thought that she is. That's what I think. And it would be interesting that she's not. It will turn her character down a whole different road, because how could Bill have been so mad? How could he, been so wrong? How could he have been taken in? Like, it's going to open up a whole new avenue for her, because right now they've been building her character into nothing, because really there's nothing but, oh, Bill, oh, Bill. But one thing we've been watching is her getting money turned over to her. Then she says there's a baby, but they say it ain't a baby. So what if Haley is not who we thought that she is? Will you continue to ride for Haley then?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'll probably watch the show on a whole.
You will stop watching because of that?
But well, not really because of that. But I mean, if things like Bill and Danny get back together, like,
you just can't see them get back together at all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna support Bill and Danny being together again. Like, it does nothing.
Somebody gonna have to send me another super chat. I'm working hard. No, I'm teasing.
I'm like, that's not for me. Like, I won't support that.
If they get back together, which I don't want them to get back together, but if they get back together, they just back together. It's a show.
I'm not for
it. Don't get to.
I mean, people do that all the time.
Huh? What you said now? I'm sorry. What did you say?
I mean, I said I'm not gonna support Danny and Bill being together. Like, I don't feel them as a couple. That's just me.
Okay. Well, you're free to feel that. Now, I thought that Elite CEO was going to come up and voice her side of what was going on. But like I told y'all, whatever y'all get going down in them comments is going to be what y'all got going down in them comments. But anytime anybody wants to come up and speak their piece, y'all can come up and speak your piece. But I may have to start making y'all buy a super sticker to come up here to speak your piece where y'all done got into a scrape down there in them comments. But I do appreciate you being brave enough to come up and speak your mind, real talk.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, last question before you go. What did you think about Haley going over to Danny's house? Now, whose fault was that? How and why?
I mean, I don't know what was the reason for really going over there. I mean, I don't get it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't understand. I mean, I honestly felt the scene was unnecessary.
Maybe, Maybe Danny
Yeah.
was right in what she said, and that she came over there to try to make it look like she did something to a baby that didn't exist.
I
Maybe Danny is so crazy that she's absolutely right about what it is that Haley was doing, because they have half, now I want to say raised her, but she was living in their house and she's been their daughter's friend, and maybe she knows the propensity, like the that's the wrong word. Maybe she knows what she has an ability to do and be and act, because it seems that Danny's crazy theories are so crazy that it turned out to be right. She was like, ain't no baby, it's fake, ain't no way, blah, blah, blah. And so far, those things have checked out. But don't leave watching the show if something doesn't go the way you want it to go. I mean, hold on, something else may happen that you find way more interesting. Now, do you watch the Gilded Age?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna start reviewing that. So make sure you start watching it now. But don't you come on, don't you look when you start watching, don't you pick out nobody, don't be liking other people, because I got a feeling you're gonna pick another side of the street. See, these people live on separate sides of the street from each other, and it's all about new money and old money. So I think you would really like it if you watch it. It's on Max, I think. It's on Max. But you should watch it. It's a good show. But thank you for being brave enough. Oh, wait, last thing. Ashley and Andre. That's what else was on my list. Ashley and Andre.
Well, I actually like them together. Like, I don't understand why everybody says that they're boring. Like, I think they're actually really nice together. I think they're much better than.
I think they're better together.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I think they're better together than
I
she
like.
was with old boy. I don't
understand why everyone is so shocked that Andre agreed to go on the date with Ashley. Like, haven't you all been watching the show since episode 1? I mean, since the first episode, it was made very clear that Andre wants Ashley. So why is everybody so shocked?
Okay.
Everybody.
I mean,
shocked.
Why is everyone so
everybody pause me for a second, because we've had a $19 super sticker from Elite CEO and a $10 super sticker from KB Mommy. You know we got to dance about.
Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me.
Thank you all so much for that. I appreciate you big time. Y'all just don't know. Okay, the rest of you all can unmute now, and we're going to go back past some of these questions that I was asking Real Talk while she was up here. And so here are the questions. What did you all think about Ted's? Did we already talk about Ted's speech to Nicole? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did. Okay, well, what about Ashley and Andre?
So what?
Are they wrong? Do you think Andre was really in love with Danny, or what?
I think he was enthralled with Danny, but he'd been salivating over Ashley since the show started. So I'm not surprised at anything he does.
Uh-huh. Yes. Well, Danny did say she told the man to move on, did she not? We're not serious. We're just doing what we're doing. I mean, we in the house. And Ashley said, well, I'll take you outside. But Ashley, is it me, or did Ashley step right on to that man?
Ashley got bold.
Ashley went over there. She said, I want to spend the night with you. Mm-hmm.
And I think Andre would be sorry, because she's the ugliest crying woman I have ever seen. It's like, girl, get a grip.
You're like, stupid. Well, Bilo Didi said, we are not shocked, but why are you shocked that Haley is screaming and lying about this fake baby?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Precisely. Precisely. I hope Vernon and Anita never get into an argument or break up. Now I don't want to see that either. Because I got a feeling that Jacob will find daddy. Remember when they were sitting on the couch?
Yeah, he was a little too comfortable on that sofa. That's all I got to say.
He was. He sure enough was talking about his wife. I don't trust none of it. Now, what did y'all think about Haley going over to Danny's house? What was that about?
She was setting a plan in motion, honey. That was all orchestrated. That was a part of the plan leading up to the major plan.
I'm sorry, ain't a baby in the middle? I thought she was grabbing her pancreas or something.
Ain't no baby. How many times I have to tell you, ain't no baby.
Baby. Well, I don't know. Now, Mr. Raven Maniac says, Miss Jen, you're right, because some of us didn't believe Kat about Leslie and her daughter, and a lot of people don't believe Danny's theory of the invis fetus. Yeah, little Invisalign is not real. He like invisible braces, baby. Just I want the male queen, bland crybaby Ashley to get the I can't get it right Andre to get together to prove a point. Okay. Frankie G said Ashley knew that Andre was with Danny and she's setting him up. What?
Frank.
Y'all think Ashley got them kind of clothes? Destiny H says Jacob is fine too. He's so level-headed. That's attractive. He too short for me. I can't see past it. I'm 5'8", honey, and nearly 6 feet with shoes on. I can't do it. Haley's, Haley's sitting down with Danny. Leslie tells me everything I need to know about her. And did y'all? I had taken a picture of the look on Haley's face when she said, "Friend, what can we do for each other?" And Haley was sitting there grinning. I knew they was gonna end up partnering up. I knew that. I saw that happening. I was like, does she have appendicitis? Right. I'm like, girl, what you grabbing? Terry Anthony, clearly she doesn't do her homework on pregnancy. Below Didi says, no, Ashley been wanting Andre from day one. She has. That's very true. That is very true. Bobby says,
I agree about that.
Bobby Wobby says, she got to be related to June. Haley and June's mannerisms are too similar. That could be. Sean B says, I can't wait for next week to see Leslie and Haley get together and also for Danny to see Ashley and Andre. You know what? And they better not put them together on Friday. I need to see that ASAP.
Yeah.
And who called who? Because I know Leslie ain't called her. From the way Leslie sat down, Leslie did not call Haley. Haley called her. Because Leslie was like, what can we do for each other? So it was definitely Haley that made the phone call. Little Miss Sugar Sweet ain't going to be a Sugar Sweet. Danny deserves a little jealous. Wait, Danny deserves to feel a little jealous. She treats Andre as if he's dispensable. She sure did. You told the man to get on. That's what he did. Now he out there locking fingers with Ashley.
She turns him off and on like a faucet.
Huh?
She turns him off and on like a faucet whenever she feels like it. He getting tired.
Girl, that's what Billie Holiday said. Love is like a faucet. Can't turn it off and on. Okay. And that's what she doing. She said, because right when you think it's on, baby, it's turned off and it's gone. Now that's what the song say.
And the song told the truth.
Girl, you can't be playing with somebody. Either you want them or you don't. Or you do or you don't. You got to pick. And Ashley said, I choose you. Real Talk says she agrees with you, the publicist, that Danny does deserve to feel a little jealous. She treats Andre as if he's disposable. She surely does. With Haley and Danny, Leslie being friends, Dana and Leslie will be going to the country club. So, ooh, Listen, y'all. The next time, now listen, I'm warning y'all ahead of time. The next time Ted got scenes, I'm putting up pictures of the old Ted. I am. I just want to see old Ted. I already started downloading the pictures. Bobby Wobby says, interlocking fingers like the Jungle Fever movie ad. Oh. The publicist says, I wish we knew the lady's real name. Leslie Dana is not cutting it. Her real name is Dana. Dana is her real name. Leslie is who she introduced herself as when she came to town. Is that her middle name? But Leslie is who she introduced herself when she came to town. Sherry is who she introduced herself as to Dr. Nicole. Anna is who she introduced herself to Kat. And Lulu is who she became at the hospital. Real Talk says, you know what they say, a game of seconds, you hesitate too long. Right. If you what is it? If you something you lose, if you snooze, you lose.
That part.
Sean B says, I agree, the publicist, a little bit, except for Andre been feeling Ashley from the beginning and still got involved with Danny. Right. Especially knowing when she came out up and going through. Wait, especially knowing when she just came out up and going through.
Out of and going through.
The joy of watching the soap operas is a roller coaster ride. Nothing stays the same. Oh, Lord. Everything must change. Interlocking fingers between zebra stripes. Oh, okay. LLSDA is what we call her over here. That's talking about Leslie. She got too many names on the show. I don't think she finished yet either, Frank. I think she got some more names coming. Just wait until she walks up. Let me tell you something, though. Let me call this ahead of time. Let me call this ahead of time. Because she done hooked up with Haley, what Haley just did is gave Leslie an opportunity to be all up and through her life and through her house. And you know who that means she just gave her access to? Bill. And baby, you ain't got nothing to hold Bill from Leslie. What I mean is, baby, Leslie gon' get her some Bill, because Leslie got some stuff on her side you ain't got, little girl. She got experience. She know who the whispers are. She know all the Temptation songs. She was hearing around in the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s, girl.
She knows the sign of a stroke when she sees one.
She know the sign of a stroke when she sees it. She'd have got her baby to the doctor. You just watch, baby. Now that's gonna be interesting. Watch her snatch Bill, because she gonna snatch him.
Mm-hmm.
They are a pair waiting to happen. Now she is the wife of the head of a law firm, a powerful law firm, and she ain't scared to get them Duprees together. She is our what is her name? Why can't I say Diane Carroll? She is our Diane Carroll. Her name is Dana. That's the name Bill used to serve her pay. Right, her real name is Dana. Karen J. Okay, wait. Sorry, it was supposed to be out. Wait, it was supposed to be out of, not up. Okay. Bill. If Andre had to choose, mark my words, he would choose Ashley. Yes, he already done chose Ashley. He had already chosen Ashley. The publicist says that's disappointing. She doesn't actually want him either. Real talk. None of them do. Why should they?
Mm-hmm.
Andre like a ride at the fair.
Yep. Everybody been on
it. With Ashley, Danny, and Derek gonna punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Bill don't want nothing to do with Leslie. Real talk, you can dream on, baby. And don't run off and don't watch the show no more when it happened, because I just told you. I'm just saying, don't run off and don't watch the show no more, because I just told you that'll happen before he'll get back with Danny. Listen, if you think about it, it's the only way to redeem Leslie and bring her into the fold there. And to make her on the same level with them Duprees. The young girl ain't got what it take to hold on to no man like Bill, girl. I'm trying to tell you. I'm not making any assumptions, but I need to see the full scene between Haley and Leslie. I know Haley called her. Derek ain't about that life, LOL. Derek gonna punch him in the face, though, watch. Leslie doesn't need redemption. Yes, she does. She got to be redeemed. What I mean by redemption is so that they can change. They gotta get her into this storyline more than that she was trying to break up Ted and them. Because Dr. Nicole and Ted got to get back together, and they need something to do with Leslie and make it where you can't really bring up her craziness no more. And being Bill's wife, the head of a powerful law firm who holds all the Dupree secrets is where she gonna need to slide. I do a little writing myself. That's where she gonna need to go. Mm-hmm. My vote is that Bill about to be creeping with his ex-wife. Nope, I don't want to see them back together. But the Duprees, baby, they wouldn't be able to do nothing with the Dominique Devereaux 2.0. Y'all thought Diane Carroll did something when she slid up in that hotel and said, I demand 2 suites. I do not sleep with my clothes. I require one for my clothing and one for me. Well, then call me another hotel that can accommodate me and my clothing. Baby, that's going to be Leslie.
And will.
And then she going to say to him, I hope y'all will be able to make it to our wedding. Eva, you going to be the ring girl. You going to be the ring girl. Haley, don't you worry, girl. We're going to let you carry some flowers. Watch and see what I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Go into the chapel and we gonna get married.
Everybody's facing it too.
Leslie don't care. She would break up Bill and Haley in a second, baby, in a nanosecond. And I'm telling, see, this is why I'm saying being young get you caught up, baby, because I wouldn't make friends with nobody like Leslie. Did you not at my house? Listen here, you can get my man, but you won't get my help.
That part.
You know, before people rob houses or commit any crimes, what do they do first? Case the joints, get to know their victims, find out all they can, and you just put Leslie in a prime position for that. She should have left that alone. I think that's why Leslie looking so happy. She like, girl, what can we do? Because you know she was flirting with Bill. Am I wrong? It can happen. Lucy Cole's character moved up over 20 years on General Hospital. Mm-hmm. If that happens, I will go back to loving Ava and Luke. Real talk, girl. Come on now. It's a show. Without anybody seeing it coming. I see it coming. All right, y'all. Any more thoughts you all want to share on this week's shows or what's coming up next week?
I'm looking forward to the cat fight between Cat and Eva.
Same.
I'm tired of them quipping with each other.
I wonder when are we gonna really find out. Now it seems to me Martin does remember part of the incident, but he still doesn't have full clarity of what happened. Apparently he didn't know about Ted during his surgery. So did he kill someone or what happened with Martin?
It seems like Martin was changing a tire one night and 2 racist guys walked up on him. He ended up fighting them. Something happened to one of the guys and the other one got surgery. I don't get the point of why he had to have surgery. And then they paid him off to not say anything about what happened because everybody showed up to fix it. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
Martin probably went berserk with the tire iron and can't remember nothing.
Yeah, he probably blacked out.
But they started it.
Mm-hmm. Show me the color. Let's see what's the color of your money.
Yeah.
I didn't get the sense of that.
Well, they're jealous because they do not feel that African Americans deserve to have this lifestyle. Remember, you are a busboy, probably making minimum wages, and you got the nerve to say, All of you look alike. What kind of talk is that? And when I think Danny Brennan said, "What do you mean we all look alike?" I mean all of the Duprees. He was lying, and he also said to Martin, "You're black royalty." So that's jealousy.
Yeah, he has complete disdain for the Dupree family and the way that they came up. It's like he feels like they took something from him. And so restitution. And he ain't done nothing to get nothing. You know what I mean?
Wait, Mr. Raven Maniac said, Bill done already sold his wild oats with Haley, proving that he still had what it takes. But Lulu Leslie gonna throw him for a loop. Lulu loop de loop.
Mr. Raven, you are so right. Oh my gosh.
Baby, Haley, baby, you ain't gonna be able to hang. Leslie and Bill together, below Dee Dee. Bobby Wobby says they made sure we hated Kenny's character. I ain't even know they had gave the man a name. I'm calling him Bubba. That's his name forever.
Yeah.
Bill ain't ready for high booty Leslie. He sure ain't. Because baby, if I could turn around and look like that, I'd be walking. Let me tell you something. This is a running joke for me on stage. I was like, if I had one of them, I would learn how to walk on stage sideways.
Oh my God.
I'd be walking from the front, but walking from the side at the same time. I wouldn't let nobody miss it. Nobody. I'd be like, did you see that? Oh my God, I need to come up because my typing don't be doing right. You can come up, Sean. I'll drop the link. Hold on, let me put it down here again. Come on up. We cameras off. You ain't got to worry about it.
You know how Sean feels. I told you I cut my fingernails off after vacation and I can't type worth a darn.
I still can't. I'd be like, wait a minute, hold on. Sometimes I'll be trying to sign in and be putting in the wrong password over and over. I'd be like, doggone it.
I'll go back and look at something I typed and went, oh, that's not what I meant. Yeah, right.
Oh, I see y'all been okay. So Bilo Didi says Leslie and Shanice dangerous with the donk. Oh yeah, because Shanice couldn't work in my house either. You ain't bringing all that in my house. I told you, not as an au pair girl. You ain't coming in here as a cook. You ain't working outside in the garden. I don't want you on my property. I don't even want you across the street from me, girl. You got to move on. Bill started with Dan Haley. In the future, it will be Leslie. Redhead Cat says, I hope Danny gets with Carlton. I think that she is going to end up doing that. Redhead Cat, I know that's new. I know I ain't seen you down here before. So welcome to the comments.
Hey, hey.
Gatekeepers! A decree from the Queen!
Enough! Be seated.
Welcome, Redhead Cat. We welcome you. Sean B., welcome to the stage.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yay. Yeah, I be using, I hate iPhone, I swear to God. I be trying to speak into it and change the spelling and everything. It don't be quick enough.
Oh, okay. So what you had on your mind down there in the chat?
I had a lot of stuff on my mind.
All right, then let us have it.
Goodness. It didn't pass now.
Oh, it done pass. Well,
anyway,
what the big things that happened? What do you think about Haley's pregnancy? Is it real? Is it not?
Well, I'm questioning it. At first, I thought Danny was tripping. That's what I'm saying. Like, I take people like each character, like for each situation.
Mm-hmm.
And Danny, I be rooting for her because how Danny did her. I mean, how Bill did her. Mm-hmm. But when she started doing that crazy stuff, going up in people's houses over and over again, I'm just like, come on. And then telling the girl she's not pregnant and all that stuff. I'm like, come on, Danny. It's hard to freaking go for you when, you know what I'm saying, you keep doing all these asinine things, these ludicrous things, you know. Mm-hmm. But I still don't like Haley. I can't stand her. Okay.
Okay, now why you don't like Haley?
Huh?
Okay, wait, real talk. We got one that don't like Haley. She can't stand a girl. Okay, now why you
Yeah, I
don't like
said that.
Haley?
She's one of those because I felt the same way about Bill in the beginning, but like I said, it's about each situation, right? And so Bill, he he is sensible, in certain things,
Hmm.
especially when he went to talk to Danny and stuff like that. I believe he loves his daughters, and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I can see that. But with Haley, she's also delusional, unless that's part of the story, for her to be thinking that Naomi is gonna be her friend like that and that quick after everything that you did. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
no. And then it's like you acting like you're the woman scorned or something like that when you actually did that to this family, your best friend, quote unquote, and
Hmm.
the family that helped to take care of you. And this whole time you were kind of plotting. You know what I
Do you
mean?
think you could stay friends with your friend after she snatched your daddy
Oh
from your mama?
no,
Oh no.
no,
I'm
and
gonna tell you
no.
something. Now, when the show first started, I was like, I don't know who this Bill think he is, Mr. Bill, Mr. Bill, and I kept looking at Bill. I was like, but you know where he find those? I'm gonna be mad, but I can't be that mad. No, I can't. I just can't stay mad with Bill. I can't. I can't.
I felt some type of way about him, even though I knew him from Queen Sugar, and I love my Queen Sugar. That was one of my favorite shows.
Hmm.
But he wasn't that bad on there. But
I don't care. He could slap a cat. I wouldn't care. He still, girl, I'm gonna love me some Bill forever and ever.
I just didn't like the way he was treating Danny, in the
Yeah,
beginning, for the majority
yeah.
of it, and treating her like that and stuff, even though she was acting crazy too. But she was the woman scorned, and stuff like that. And I know because I'm married.
Okay.
but but I thought she was tripping to keep telling that girl she wasn't pregnant. I'm just like, Danny, leave it alone, leave it alone. And then come to find out, she lied to Bill.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And talked about the ultrasound and all this other kind of stuff. And come to find out, you denied getting
Hmm.
the ultrasound. So I'm
Hmm.
just like, Danny just might be right.
Hmm. You know why I think she right? Because she know her husband, her ex-husband, and she know this little girl that was living all up in her house.
Uh huh. It was a plot to me,
Hmm.
and she just not. I don't know. Danny,
Because
I mean not Danny.
look
She
how
good.
Bill was looking when she walked up in that hospital. He was looking like God had just walked in that room. He was like, "Oh, thank God
Yes.
you healed my line." Like he wanted to cry.
Yes, yes, exactly. I was annoyed with him too. Like the first time she came in, right after it happened, and at first he was being, so mean at first until
Hmm.
Danny, and then I guess he was like, okay, I see, she's not doing all that,
Because Bill
That's
said
why
to
I put
Danny.
my little wall down a little bit with Bill when
Hmm.
it came to this situation.
Look, but Bill said to Danny, and I quote, "When I looked up and I seed you, I know there was a
There
God.
was a God.
There was a God." I heard her say it. He was so happy to see her.
Yeah.
Shoot. Now, what you think about Ted's speech to Nicole when he had to go
Oh,
and get it
baby.
together right quick?
I was like, get her, Ted. Like, I was feeling for Nicole and stuff like that, but he was right. And Danny was right. Like, Nicole, get off your pedestal, honey. Like, this perfect, like, come on now. I was rooting for
Mm-hmm.
her, too. And Danny said it perfectly. Like, I'm the Lulu Danny, but you over
Mm-hmm.
here acting like nutty Nicole. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Like, if you're
Yeah.
supposed to be the psychiatrist, I know she was just hurt and stuff like that by Ted, but it's like Anita summed it up perfectly. I
Mm-hmm.
was really, proud of,
Yeah.
like, kind of glad about what she said.
Anita had to swoop in there and get everybody together this week.
Yeah. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just, and Anita has gotten on my nerves too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was rooting for her. That's why I say I look at things at both sides. Like, I was rooting for the Duprees, and I still do. But it depends on the situation and stuff like that. I didn't like the way she and Verna was going at Ted, trying to
Mm-hmm.
lump him up with, like, as with Bill. And I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
Ted is not like Bill, in my opinion. This was something that was 20 years ago. Yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
lied and he's wrong for it. Yeah, he need to take his lickings, and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. But for you to be lumping him in with Bill, no,
Mm-hmm.
she was getting on my nerves when it came to that. But as a whole, I mean, I like her, and I like her matriarch, and Vernon and stuff like that. But
And just out of sheer suspicion, right?
yes,
Why you think Haley done call Leslie Dana Sherry Anna and them all down to down to Orphans? What you think she want?
I'm gonna be honest, I really kind of don't know, but I'm very curious to see. I
It
don't want
could
to
be
make
so many
assumptions.
things.
Yes, it could be so many. It definitely is about the Duprees. I can tell you that
Oh, she's sick of Danny.
for sure. And even with, that's what I was gonna say, when she went to the hospital and stuff, Danny, and you saw Haley the whole time. Oh my God, every time. Even when Bill, just talking to her and stuff like that, the way she was like side eyeing him, the way she was looking, and she's like, ugh,
Now
girl, sit
listen,
your
y'all.
butt down.
Out of everybody on the show, right? When Leslie and Haley meet at Orphans, who do we need to walk up on them during that meeting? Who we need to be the one to witness that?
Not Cat.
Not Cat.
She works my nerves. I'm sorry.
Definitely not Cat.
She works my nerves way too
So who
much.
would be the most effective person to peep that? To make it like woo wee.
Eva?
Naomi.
I think Naomi. E Daddy. I wouldn't say Eva. I like Eva and stuff like that, but she pissed me off. Like, I know that's her mama and stuff like that, but the way she kind of like goes, too much for Leslie. Like, but I guess she's in the middle, and stuff like that. But I don't want Eva. But Naomi, yeah, that would be good.
They also say Danny.
No.
Oh, have Danny and Leslie ever spoke to each other? She wasn't there when she came over to. No, she wasn't there when she came over to Dr. Nicole. Oh, maybe Dr. Nicole don't need to be the one to see.
No.
Danny or Naomi would be the most effective.
I think Naomi.
Naomi for sure. Because
Yes.
Orpheus is her spot. She and Jacob go there a lot.
See, if it was me, I'd be like, you bald head heifer. I would that's something. I'd be like, you bald head. I know you ain't ever here with her.
I would say, who has really grown on me from the very beginning, even though I know she's not family, but it's Pam. I really like her. I like the way she be getting Danny together and propping her up and stuff like that. I like her.
And Sean, are you old Ted or new Ted?
Physically, the aesthetic. I like the old Ted, but from the very beginning when they said that the new Ted was coming out, I was like, oh, that's old boy from Dreamgirls, and that's one of my favorite movies. And he pissed me off on there the way he treated his sister, even though if he got on my nerves too. But the way he turned his back on his sister, I'm like, he looks so young too, and he looks like he could be Martin's brother. Not his father.
I need old Ted back. I told y'all the only replacement I'm going to accept is that fine sheriff from Why Did I Get Married? Y'all bring LeMan Ruck on here, and I'm done.
Oh, that'll be good.
I will be sitting up in front of the TV 2 hours before the show starts. Okay.
Yes, that'll be so good.
Because I can't take looking at him. He's so weak.
Speaking of Naomi, does anyone know who was injured? She called an emergency call and said to her husband, get to the hospital right away.
I think it's about June.
Oh.
I don't know why I think it's about June.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great.
Because what business does she have down to the hospital?
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. But her and Ashley are best friends. Oh, her and Ashley are best friends. Maybe Ashley told her about them tests.
Ashley gets on my nerves. I can't stand her.
Ashley? You don't like Ashley?
No.
Girl, what Ashley done did to you?
She's so bland. She's so unseasoned. And Derek and them as a couple, yeah, I was one of those too. They got on my nerves and were boring until Derek, he put on his big, put his big foot down.
He put on his big pants.
Yes, and then he won me, honey. I was like,
same here.
Yes.
But now we're not seeing a lot of dirt because of that.
Yeah, but I can't wait to see where he's gonna go, and he should get with Shanice. That'll be good.
I thought Shanice was gonna snatch Dr. Doug.
That'll be so good, so good. But yeah, Ashley, and then she trying to put up this little meek and mild, innocent, crybaby, bland bull crap she always does, and oh my god, and all this other kind of stuff, and come to find out, you've been lusting after Andre too. So yeah, I want them to get together. I do, just to prove a point. And like I said, because it's gonna fall, and it's gonna fall hard.
It's gonna fall like a house of cards.
Yes, and I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
And the fact that Andre would even do that to Danny after everything that she'd have been through, and you done told her all this bull crap, and making her believe this and that, and me too. And then this whole time, you've been plotting for Ashley.
Are you talking about Eva and Derek together? No.
No.
I do like her with Tomas, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, somebody said that.
I do like her with Tomas. I'm not gonna tell no tale.
I do too. I do too.
Because Kat is not for him. I'm sorry.
She's
if he's
not.
Kat gonna be telling him what to do for the rest of his life. Sit up straight. You're wearing the wrong tie. No.
Yes. It's like, gosh, you just can't. I don't know what to say about
a man what could be bossed around, that's not sexy at all.
At all.
And Tomas has so much more in common than he and Kat.
I need somebody could tell me to go sit down somewhere.
Okay.
And do it with authority. I'm like,
yeah, he'd be like, all right, baby, then you done did now. You done enough now. I'd be like, all right, then I'm gonna sit down, but I'm gonna be thinking about standing up though.
Terry practices an alternative lifestyle.
On the show?
I don't know what that means, but that was a statement.
She really doesn't below. Kat doesn't have that appeal to me.
Why y'all
She's like
Tomas ran out of there?
I don't think he's attracted to her that way, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think she gets on his nerve. Like, I think he like her, but she's so, well, he's always like, why are you talking to somebody? That's like being on a date with somebody talking sideways to a waiter or something. Child, I ain't gonna like you never in life no more.
Okay. And it's like whoever was saying that, how they were talking to Bill and how Danny was talking to Bill, and I'm like, no. And that's how Kat talks to Tomas, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I think that.
And that's
because he's like, why are you doing that? Why are you acting like that? Why are you? And then he done told her a few times that she bougie.
Yes, and Jacob be annoying me because he be so right, and be getting Kat together, but then he kind of backs down on it. I'm like, carry through, because you're right. Kat needs to sit down somewhere. Not like today, he called her like a child. That's exactly what she acts like, a little kid. Girl, shut up. And she always saying stuff all out loud, and like, I'm like, ugh.
It can't do too much, but I think that there's got to be somebody more perfect for her, but this ain't it.
Nope.
Yeah, I need you to just leave Tomas alone. Let Eva have him, girl.
That'll be good.
They want to talk about books and life and all of that. Let them have that, okay?
Yes.
And if he sparks,
I
can definitely see the sparks between Eva and Tomas.
Terry says she bossy. She is. Go over there. Sit down. Stand up.
Bossy.
Put that over there. Put it over here. Yeah, she like that.
Yes, he just needs to get his little acting skills up a little bit. But I feel that way too.
Yeah, she was in there making all them promises. You think I'm gonna be clingy? You think I'm gonna be calling you all the time? Yes, you are.
Yes, and are.
Run, Tomas, run.
Girl, you don't even know. You gonna be looking for that man at daytime with a flashlight, like I said.
Yes.
She is. What you doing now? Well, who you talking to now? Well, why you going over there now?
What you looking at? Why you doing that?
Okay. Hey, it sound like on Kings of Comedy with Bernie Mac. When he said, sit down, don't go over there. You know that part? Y'all think he's
That's what I
coming?
thought about.
Yes.
Stand up, sit down, go
And
over
then
there,
he said,
put it over here.
shut the F up.
I'm like, girl, this ain't for you. She needs her a nice little boring man. No, she needs somebody that's. Let me see who's on the show that would fit her personality more. That's passed through the show. I don't even know.
I don't either.
Me either. I can't think of anybody.
I was first thinking Carlton, but he too old.
I was gonna say that too at first, and I was like, he old enough to be her daddy.
Because Carlton had me at hello.
Zaddy.
I'm a sucker for a nice voice, and he got a nice voice.
Now, is it bad that I'm switching situations, but is it bad that I always fast forward Chelsea stuff with either girls? Because I don't like it. I don't feel it. I just really don't.
I just think that Chelsea is lost.
She
She
is.
blow anywhere the wind take her.
Yes.
And I'm kind of with you that I say, Lord, here we go again.
Yes.
She gonna go anywhere the wind take her.
I don't really pay attention to that storyline, but I agree. Chelsea's just at loss at this point because she thought she had good with Madison, and now Allison's coming back begging for her to come back.
Yeah, something's up with that. I think something. People think
now.
Allison, because everybody thinks that it's Madison and stuff. I don't think anything is up with Madison. I could be wrong, but Allison to come like that, and then she's saying all that about her husband, and I'm just like side-eyeing her now.
Like Bilo Didi said, the storyline is moving too fast. Because at first she was all in with this situation, and I'm just so lovesick. And then the next day it was like, oh, I met her, and it's almost like she talking about getting married and having babies. I'm like, girl, what we doing? Who is this now?
Like, come on, Chelsea. I don't know.
Look, she better be glad I ain't her sister, because she'd have been introducing me to somebody. I've been like, who are you now? Which one is you? She'd have been mad at me. Which one is you now, baby? What's your name? Which one? Who?
Can't keep up. All within one night.
I'd be like, I'm gonna write your name down because I might be done forget it next time. I don't know, girl.
I see that Bilo said that what if Allison and Madison are in cahoots? That'll be so good.
Allison, and I thought about that too. But she is a doctor, so she really is a doctor. So I don't know. Let's hope she ain't putting her license on the line with no foolishness.
I hope not either, because I like Madison. I don't know if y'all saw my comment about they need to get another family, kind of like to rival the Duprees, like on Young and the Restless, which is my favorite that I still watch after all these years, sometimes. And the only one I watch. But you know how you have the Newmans and the Abbotts and Chancellors and stuff on Young and the Restless. The Duprees need another family too, but it may be too late, because they're the only family, the prominent family.
Right. But that's why I say that Leslie and Bill would be a formidable team against the Duprees, because nobody else will. Otherwise, they just always going to be lording it over. And they got nobody to really fear. They got nobody to really be like, not cross the line with them. And them together would be.
And Haley's not cutting the mustard. We've given her chance after chance after chance. Haley didn't do anything the entire time besides marry Bill, be a lover of Bill. And now she's faking a pregnancy.
Right, exactly.
Another thing too about Bill, if Bill teams up with someone else, he has the dirty secrets, so they can't blackmail Bill. Bill could turn on them.
Yeah. What do y'all think that I've been trying to figure out? What do y'all think that that Joey and the cops and stuff have to do in this whole situation? Like, where do they fit in?
I
like
don't
Don't know
with
where this
Ted,
guy's
you
brother
know, and
is,
Bill,
what
but
happened with the guy's brother.
I
I
don't
think
know,
they
but we
coming
do know that
that
the
brother.
cop got $500,000 in his account 2 days after I think Martin had that accident. But why would they pay? Why would they pay the cop?
Mm.
I wonder.
Yeah, I think that they must have done something with whoever that didn't make it.
That
I
part.
think he floating with the fishes or sleeping with the fishes.
That's where
Oh,
Joey came in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw somebody say that they prefer Pam over Vanessa, and I'm like, oh yeah, ain't no match. Like Vanessa, oh my god, she's so
absolutely.
disgusting to me,
Oh
Mm-hmm.
gosh. And
and
I
I be wanting
can't
to
see
slap
what her
Doug.
attraction. What is her attraction for this Jody man? Jody is old and he's not attractive, and she just falls apart when he comes in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's his swag.
Power. He's got power and money. That's what she likes.
Yeah.
She likes the
Oh,
excitement. It's not Joey.
Yes.
The aura about him that attracts her.
Yes, and I
Mm-hmm.
be wanting to slap Doug when it like comes to that. Like you know what your wife over here doing, and you just
Would y'all pay
being
y'all husband debt off?
no.
You just gonna let the
Doug
taking
doesn't
care of
care. He does not care anymore. Yes.
now, that's your man. You got to save your man now.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. If it was the like maybe this is the first time that I'm hearing about his little gambling issue and stuff like that. Maybe, but after that, no. I
If I
like
pay it
the
off, you gonna hear about it for a long time.
yes for sure. I did like the
Like
way
Karen
Vanessa
Beck.
handled it with Joey and what she
Mm-hmm.
did. Now that was a good thing that she did.
That was a boss move.
Yes, it was, and she looked out for him.
Mm-hmm.
They just ugh, they need to figure out what they doing with their marriage. Maybe they already know. We just don't. 'Cause it's
Mm.
confusing.
Well, it seems like she ready to go.
Yeah.
How old do you think they kids are? Because maybe one of them would be of age for no, maybe one of them would be wait a minute. They're not related to Kat, right?
No.
Maybe one of the twins could be her age.
Hmm. That'll be good. More characters.
Mm-hmm. Because eventually they got to pull them out. We gonna see who they are.
Yeah.
We definitely need more characters.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I need Ted to clock back in.
yes.
Oh Ted, I need him back.
I think he will.
Yeah. Well, I'm enjoying chatting with you guys. I'm gonna get off here though, because it's 10:30. Okay.
Yes.
And I know y'all supposed to be in the bed at least pretending like y'all going to sleep. But I really appreciate you guys coming up. Sean B, now don't you be shy. You come on back up here next week.
Yeah,
I
we
surely
enjoyed
will.
it.
It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I've been holding all this in. Nobody to
Girl, ain't
talk
no
about it
need
with.
holding. Come on out. We couldn't talk about it.
For sure.
You can stand on your opinion.
Oh,
You know,
I'm
and
a
as I
Leo.
always say,
Look,
nobody has to agree with you.
look, I'm a
Huh?
Leo. I have no problem with that. Trust
Okay.
me.
Or are you like, I'm gonna speak my mind?
Yeah, I was over here just really trying to figure out, like, just watching and looking at people stuff people were saying. I was laughing and stuff, but other stuff, I'm like, if they really knew my opinions of what I'm saying over here, I would get kicked off for real.
Oh
No,
Okay.
no.
Because I don't
all
have the
love.
patience. I don't have the patience.
Well, it's always nice to have you guys come up and talk and give your opinions and all of that. I look forward to Fridays for that reason.
Me too. I really like
And
it.
just my only hope is always that you guys are enjoying yourself and that the channel is building into something that you guys really enjoy.
I do.
Okay, great. Well, tell a friend, girl. Drag them over here kicking and screaming. We don't care.
Okay.
Tell them to like the page, look, subscribe anyway. You even if you don't tune in, subscribe.
Okay.
Who's on
I said I'm gonna start saying that we're trying to get to a million subscribers.
Yeah.
As the man said, you got to think big, think
Yes,
big.
claim it. Claim it in advance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell
All
every
right. Huh?
tell everybody. I invited the lady from my doctor's office today.
Oh
She said,
yeah.
that sounds interesting. I said, girl training. She said, what's the name of the channel? I told her. She says, "Oh, I'm gonna check it out." I said, "Please do." I said,
Well,
"A
I hope
Friday."
she did. I hope she did. Well, thank you, E Daddy and Lil and Linda and Sean and Real Talk for coming up tonight. And I really enjoyed you guys and hearing you guys' takes on everything.
No
Thank
problem.
you. Nice talking to y'all.
All right, I'm gonna drop y'all down, or you can drop yourselves down. But let's see. Here we go, one by one.
Have a great weekend. Bye bye.
Okay, you too. All right, you guys. Well, I definitely enjoyed hanging with you guys as usual on our Friday night fish fry gossip session. And I really appreciate you guys for coming in here and hanging in with me and doing everything that you do to make the channel a lot of fun. And I really look forward to doing this with you guys because, as I said, I may get more of it out of it than you guys do. I don't know, but it's just always my hope you guys are enjoying yourselves and that you think the channel is moving in a positive direction, a good direction. All right. Well, unless something else comes up. Oh, now I thought I saw. Let me go back up and find this because I thought Real Talk was saying something about being preempted all week next week. Let me see. Did I see that? Did I see her say that? Real Talk, did you say that if you're still out there? Because I thought I saw that while y'all was talking. Let's see. Beyond the Gate repeats next week. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me go down here and see. Are y'all saying, hold on. Are y'all saying my little Philly girl? And I know you're new to the comments. Are you saying that it's repeats? Look, if you don't read it. Are you saying to me that they done left us hanging with what's about to happen with Leslie and Haley? So all next week it's not on. Okay, so what y'all want to do next week? Y'all want the week off, or y'all want to come on and play some trivia and have some conversations and stuff? I don't know. You know what? That's a good time for me to start reviewing the other show, the Gilded Age. Let me put it down here again. I'm gonna try to spell it right this time, below. And did I spell it right this time? Nope, I think that's wrong. Gilded. Right? Is that right? Gilded. Age. Okay, yeah, all right. I got it this time. The Gilded Age. Well, this would be a good time to start reviewing the Gilded Age then, y'all, because they done say they preempted us for a whole week on Max. Okay, and it's on Max or wherever you're going to find it, okay? So the Gilded Age, I guess I'll start reviewing that Monday. I'll start reviewing it Monday. So we're going to do season 1, episode 1. And it's a really good story. Maybe I'll try to get up a pre-thing about what it's about, like give you the overview of what it's about, so you may make you watch it. So look out for that post. And but it's all about new money and old money back during the Gilded Age and the fight that these people were rich, but if you weren't old money, oh baby, they wasn't trying to hit. The new money had way more money than them, but they weren't trying to hit. It was like, you ain't getting here infiltrating us. No. But it's good. The fashion. But you're gonna love it. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. So go on and check it out. Find you a clip on YouTube that tells you about the overview of the show, or like something like that. But I think you're gonna like it. So they done cut us off for a whole week. Oh Lord. Okay, let me look at this date one more time. So it comes back on 7/7. 7 whole days into July. Are y'all sure y'all got that? Let me look at my calendar. No, but that seemed too long. How long? I forgot what today's date is, so that might be right. Okay, the day is the 27th, so 28, 29 don't count. 30, so 1, 2, so Monday the 30th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the weekend. 6 and 7. Yeah, I guess y'all right. That is horrible. That's just horrible. Bilo Didi said it's based on the real history, the Vanderbilts and Carnegie and the building of Carnegie Hall, to name a couple. Oh, the Carnegies. You know, I didn't realize the Carnegies were a real family. I don't know why I never thought about why they called it Carnegie Hall. I call it the new opera house, the old against the new, as they would refer to it, the old opera house, the new opera house. And the lady said, it will never last. And yet here people are still clawing and scratching to sing at Carnegie Hall to this day. All right, y'all, I'm getting ready to get my butt off of here. It's been a blast. As usual, I've really enjoyed hanging out with you guys, and I hope that you all are having a great day. Oh, before I get out of here, let's thank the mods. What am I thinking, honey? Thank the mods, y'all.
Thank you, Mod Squad.
Thank you all for everything that you do, for hanging in here. I know that Destiny is busy trying to do stuff at work, and she's got a heavy workload right now. She still tries to come in here and hang with you, and use her wrench while she's here, but we understand that you're busy. And Bilo Didi and Linda and KB Mommy, you guys do an outstanding job down there as moderators, and y'all did y'all thing tonight, because babe, I told you I wasn't coming down there straightening out nothing, not on Friday. That's my new rule. Friday ain't straightening out nothing. Friday is the free-for-all fish fry. Okay, it's the Friday free-for-all fish fry. And whatever you bring to the fish fry is what you bring to the fish fry. And whatever you serve up by way of opinions is what you bring, is what you serve by way of your opinion. That's it. That's all. All right. I hope everybody's having a great day. And if not, there's still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? Let's see who gets this last comment down here. You got 30 seconds, and I will talk to you guys. If not sometime this weekend, I will talk to you guys Monday, reviewing the new show, The Gilded Age. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.